Brought to you by Refi. Refinance your defaulted private student loans today at yrefi.com/Ramsey.
Today's question comes from Randy in Delaware. He says, I've been seeing a lady for over a year, and she has borrowed over $1,700 from me that she has not paid back. I'm a single father with over $20,000 in debt. My wife passed away, and I'm living on just my salary. I have a 9-year-old son, and my daughter is 24. I am serious about this lady, but it bothers me that she has not fulfilled her promise to pay back my $1,700 after 9 months. How do I approach her about this concern?
Randy.
Listen.
Oh, man, Randy.
Sometimes I read these questions ahead of time, and sometimes I don't because I just want to feel the impact in the moment.
What are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling impacted.
Yeah, how?
Well, it's two parts
So
to this,
am I.
Randy. There's two parts to this. A, you lent her the money. And whenever you loan money, there's always a risk, right? There's a risk that the person's not going to repay it. That's the biggest risk. And then the secondary risk is that because they don't repay it, or even if they do, it will affect the relationship in some adverse way, right? Those are the two biggies of why we say don't loan money. And you hit the nail on the head on both of them. Number one, she's kind of being a scrub and not paying the money back. And how are you supposed to feel good about this relationship? Because now it has the ability to create like a little bit of bitterness. You take her out on Randy takes, let's call her, Sheila. Randy takes Sheila out on a date. Let's call her Sally. Randy takes Sally out on a date. He's not going to feel good about picking up her steak dinner.
Bothered.
He's already
I'm going to
bothered.
tell you, okay, I'm going to talk to Randy like I would be talking to Randy if he showed up here and we had a cup of coffee. I would look at Randy and I'd say, Randy, I'm going to tell you what the problem is. You are serious about this woman, Sally, aren't you?
Uh-huh.
And he'd go, yeah, I'm serious about her. I go, yeah, and she knows it, doesn't she? And he would go, she knows it. She's not paying the $1,700 back ever because Sally, is that her name?
Sally.
Sheila.
Sally Ride.
Sally is banking on closing the deal.
Is this what you think?
I know what's going on. He has made her feel like she's the one. He told us in a simple email that he is serious about her. She knows he's serious. She thinks the $1,700 is already their money, and he's going to forgive it because he's going to put a ring on it.
I don't know. Sally could be a Rolling Stone. Sally could be a Rolling Stone that's like, hey,
Sally is.
I'm just here for a little while.
All right. Let me flip this for a second. I might get in trouble for this with you, but I'm going to do it.
Okay, get in trouble.
If you and Sam were dating, okay, this is not you and Sam real life, but this is you and Sam.
Okay.
This is male, female.
Got you. Okay,
And
I'm with you.
Sam loaned you $1,700 and you had not paid it back. Same deal, 9 months.
Mm-hmm.
You're a human being. This isn't a Jade or a Sally. This is a human being and a woman who feels like her man is serious about her. Are you going to be in a hurry? Is any woman going to be in a hurry to pay the $1,700 back?
I think if I really
if
was
you
like,
think that you guys are going to be an item and get married?
if I was dating Sam, that means I'm like, I've got respect. And not that I would ever do this, but if I had borrowed money, I feel like it's a great opportunity for me to
If you think he's going to pop the question,
what type of person I am.
You're going to pay that back if you think you're going to be 2 instead of 1? Come on.
It's
this
hard.
is a human question.
I'll tell you, it's hard for me to put myself in that position because I can't even imagine being in that position.
I'm going to tell you what's going on. This woman feels like
I think
he's
it's the
in
opposite.
love with her. And because he's in love with her, she doesn't have to pay the money back because it's their money. There's a guy in the lobby with his thumb up in the air. He knows I'm spitting truth right now.
But then why would they even like...
That's why he should have never lent her the money.
But why would they even come up with those terms if they were on that level? At that point, it's
There's
just
no
like...
terms.
Well, he's clearly saying like she was supposed to pay it off within a term because it's been after past 9 months.
No, it wasn't a term. He's saying here, it's been 9 months. Where's my money, honey?
Yeah.
But the problem is, she said to him in a moment of weakness, I need $1,700,
But my point is this.
baby.
My point
and
is...
he gave it to her, and now she's never going to pay it
Ken,
back.
you don't go 2015 Rihanna talking about pay me what you owe me, don't act like you forgot to the woman you love and want to marry. You don't do that.
I know. That's what, well, But that's the point I'm making. He needs to reconcile the fact he's never getting this money back. So he needs to close the deal.
Close the deal.
And then get rid of the resentment. Or it's going to end badly is what I'm getting at. My point is I'm not throwing shade at Sally Sheila or whatever you called her. I'm saying
Sally.
I think this is a pretty typical human behavior when you're in a pretty close relationship. He's the last person she's thinking about paying back. Oh,
but
here's my other point.
You don't borrow money.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, he's already done it. So I'm saying to him, pal, you need to marry this woman.
I think I'm just going out here
because he's not getting the money back.
Okay. I'm the exact opposite. I think she's a Rolling Stone. I think that he's vulnerable and because he's gone through a lot and found a nice looking lady. And 100%. She is taking a little bit of advantage, but she has no aim
and would
to stick
you
around.
also would you also agree she probably has other debts?
Yeah.
That are much bigger than what she owes this poor
That's what I'm saying. He's never getting the money back.
Okay. That's all I'm saying. He's not getting it.
He ain't getting it.
Hands up if you agree with me in the lobby. Look at this. This is real time.
Wow, you guys are really giving this lady a lot of credit. I'm giving her zero credit.
I'm just saying she's never paying it back. That's what they agree with.
No, she's not. Like, I agree. She's never paying it back. But I also don't think they're getting married. Raise your hand if you think they're going to actually end up getting married. Okay, see, there you go. There you go. Yeah. So.
Well, now in this case, now this changes everything. See, I wasn't even going that far down the road. I was telling him to cut his losses.
Yeah.
But now if they cut their relationship losses, he needs to do that sooner rather than later.
Agree.
But I think he's smitten.
Yeah. Well, she's shown a piece of, I feel like if what you're saying is true, I feel like she's shown a piece of herself because there's a little integrity there because they're not married yet. He hasn't even proposed yet. It'd be one thing if it was his fiance. He hasn't even proposed. If you borrow money, you should pay it back, whether it be to a credit card company, your grandma, whoever it is. If you borrow money, pay it.
But relationship 101 here. You shouldn't even borrow money or lend money to your fiance. You would agree with that?
I would agree with that. I have a hard line on that. I think that if you would like to give someone money and you have the money to give, you should give it. In his case, it doesn't even sound like he clearly did not have the money to give. That's why he made it a loan. And I think that's when you get into hot water is if you don't have it to give, sometimes you can't give it. Yeah. And that's just hard, when people you love are asking.
If Stacy and I were dating and she asked me for money, I'd say, honey, you got to marry me because it's all yours at that point anyway. Until then, I'm not loaning you a nickel. I mean, I'm just telling you.
I'll tell you what Sam Warshaw did do. This is terrible. This is tisk. Don't do this. My car, I was driving a Jeep Liberty and the AC and the heat on it was bad. And so when winter came, my heat wasn't working. And he got in my car and was like, you've been driving around like this? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, I'm going to get you a car. And I thought he was being a hero. He co-signed a car for me.
This is pre you guys getting out of debt.
This is pre us getting... No, we weren't even married. We weren't even married.
Oh, you were dating.
Yeah. He co-signed a car for me. We were just about to get engaged.
This is all part of your story.
Yeah.
This is all part of you.
And that's what I'm saying. Like,
seeing the light, paying off $500,000.
That's why I'm saying, like, you might be right that he was smitten because I think that a guy like love goggles will make you do anything.
That's what Sam did with you.
Yeah. But it's a good thing I married.
That's a fact.
I married him. Otherwise, he would be up a creek.
Here's the problem with our guy. What's this guy's name?
Randy.
Listen, here's the problem. Every guy wants to be the knight on the horse.
Exactly. Knight in shining armor.
And it's one of our kryptonite problems. And this girl bat her eyes at him and she cried and he swooned and gave her $1,700 and he might as well lit it on fire. Mm-hmm. All right.
Not getting that money
back.
Just
don't do it ever. It muddies any relationship, whether it's romantic or any kind of relationship. Don't give friends or family a loan.
Why Refi refinances delinquent private student loans for struggling borrowers. Learn more at yrefy.com/Ramsey.